Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
And welcome to another Topical Tuesday video, where we love to start conversations with you guys, the whiskey community. With that said, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about bottles that we finished recently and whether we would buy them again or not. And even more importantly than that, why? So when you guys see these bottles, we would love to hear from you if you've tried them. If you've finished them, are they rebuys for you? Are they not? Let us know. We're going to get right into it, and we're going to start off with, let's go ahead and get the negative stuff out of the way first.
Okay.
The would not buy agains. And for us, it hurts our Tennessee hearts to say this,
It does.
but we are going to not buy another bottle of Jack Daniel's Bonded. We've had it several, this is actually our second bottle of this that we've had, and it's a fine product, but we've seen some really glowing reviews on this bottle, and for us, the triple mash Jack Daniel's is more interesting than this. This isn't particularly great for us. It's a little thin and sharp on the back end, and honestly for us it kind of just tastes like 100 proof old number 7. It's not really doing a lot for us, and while, again, don't hear what we're not saying, it's not a bad product, it's just not something we're willing to spend $33 on again in our market when there's so many other products out there under the $30 mark that we think are vastly superior to this. So this one might ruffle some feathers. Sorry if you disagree, but let us know in the comments below if you do disagree, because we would love to hear from you. Let's get into our maybe would rebuy, but maybe we're not going to rebuy these.
Because we might not be able to find them.
First off, that we might not be able to find them. We've got some 100 proof Buffalo Trace bottles here. So John J. Bowman is sourced from Buffalo Trace, aged out in Virginia. And they do some other stuff to it as well. Single barrel product, and we love single barrel products, but this one came across real flat for us and really was not worth the money. In addition to that, we had to pay $50 for it, and I was looking for this product in our market for months and months and months, and only eventually found a bottle in Kentucky. So we might not ever be able to rebuy it.
Might not. Also
in the 100 proof Buffalo Trace family is Buffalo Trace's own Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch, as this thing is wobbling away.
Yeah.
And not distracting at all, right? Small batch Taylor is a good product if you can get it at $50, but that's becoming increasingly harder to be a reality. I'm seeing this thing marked up for $100 in our market in some stores and on secondary groups, and it is just not worth that. It's a good quality pour, nothing more than that, and honestly, if I have to pay any more than $50, I'm not going to buy another bottle of this stuff. You like it okay, but it's not something that we're going to chase after. It's just not worth the hunt.
Nothing's worth the hunt for me, though.
Yeah, that's fair. You're not a hunter.
I'm not a hunter of whiskey.
And you know what? Honestly, I'm not either, but I do typically like to have a bottle of E.H. Taylor small batch sitting around just because it's a nice bottle to have. But I'm not willing to pay a premium for it anymore. It's just there's so many other products that are under the $50 mark, or that I prefer more at the $50 mark.
There are so many at the $50 mark, $50 to $60 mark.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into our would absolutely rebuy. And this one's going to be the cheapest bottle and the most readily available bottle out there. Evan Williams 1783. This little sucker right here costs us $12.99 in our market, but it's
plus tax.
Plus tax, but it's up to $20 in some markets. But you know what? 90 proof, Heaven Hill Distillery, good quality.
It holds its own on its own.
Right.
And it's cheap enough where you could mix it if you wanted to.
Yeah. This is what a lot of people I hear call like a background pour. It's perfect for that. Like you can just put it in a glass, sit down, watch a movie, generally enjoy it without having to think too hard about it. But
it's a very go with the flow kind of pour.
Right. But if you do want to spend some time kind of picking it apart a little bit, there are some nuances in there, as much as a $15 to $20 bottle of bourbon can have some nuances at 90 proof. But yeah, we're really happy with this product. We think it's a really good product, and for the money, it's hard to say that we wouldn't buy it again, or we are going to buy it again. But it's hard to not even recommend it, because you're dealing with such a low price point for entry that it's worth buying and trying just to see what you think about it. And then if you really like this, then you can go ahead and jump on up to the Elijah Craig small batch 94 proof. And if you don't really like this because you find it to be a little drying or whatever, then that can steer you down a different road in your bourbon journey. So a great product, kind of a good ambassador of bourbon bottle for newcomers to the hobby. Again, we would love to hear from you guys what you think about these products.
Yeah.
Are they rebuys for you or not? This whole recurring series that we do was inspired by Car and Driver's long-term road tests that they do on vehicles. I used to love that magazine when I was a kid, and I always thought it was really telling when they spent a whole year with a car, or you spend an entire time with a bottle and you're not just reviewing it right off of the first sip. You know, we do first sips as well, which those are also informative, but this tells a little bit of a different story.
Yeah.
And it comes down to voting with your dollars, which is what we are all about over here. That's why we say we are a real world channel for the real world whiskey consumer, because we have X amount of dollars to spend on whiskey.
Yep.
And they got to put up or shut up or we're not buying them again.
That's so true.
That's where we're at on these 4 bottles. We can't wait to hear what you think about these 4 down in the comments below.
So I think that's it for the main topic, but what do we have for other stuff today? Something good, right?
Yeah, we got some funnies for you guys.
Oh, I love funnies.
Yep. Go ahead and pop over to Instagram at the link in the video description below to check out Middle Class Fancy. I can't imagine you're not already following them, but it's kind of a meme account, or it is a meme account.
It is a meme account,
kind
yeah.
of related to like middle class suburbia life, and it's just really funny. I mean, it's hard not to see either yourself or your relatives or someone you know that is living this life or has lived this life. And yeah, it's just a blast. I'm not going to say anymore. We don't have to belabor the point here. But if you want some laughs, go ahead and check out Middle Class Fancy. My particular favorites over there are Rand and Nance. They're a hoot. And that's a very middle class fancy thing to say, is someone's a hoot. But yeah, check that out in the video description below.
And if you liked today's video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you're not already, if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can do it.
You can do it.
And,
you can do it. We believe in you.
We believe in you. And we also have monthly live streams, so if you want to be notified when we have our live stream, go ahead and hit that bell notification icon, and you will be notified when our monthly live streams are going live.
Yep. Be good to each other, and until next time, cheers.
Cheers.